Self-harm. What is it? Why do we do it? And how can counselling help? These are the questions that I'll try to answer in this video, but firstly I'll introduce myself. I'm Mike Swift. I'm an integrative counsellor and member of Counselling Directory. I work in private practice in the southwest of the UK, in central Bristol and Bath, and I work online with people who could be based anywhere. In my own life, with the help of therapy, I was able to overcome my own forms of self-harm, and now I have a specialist interest in helping others with behaviours that are detrimental to their well-being but feel hard or even impossible to change. So what does self-harm mean to me? Well, I see it as a broad spectrum. There are obvious forms of self-harm, such as cutting one's skin, neglecting one's health through smoking, excessive use of drugs including alcohol, through to less obvious forms where really we're just not taking great care of ourselves, maybe a lack of exercise, depriving yourself of rest, working too hard, or addiction to social media or dating apps. Of course, this isn't an extensive list, just a few examples that illustrate how I see self-harm as a spectrum that more or less we're all on. The general societal definition of self-harm typically only includes behaviours that are seen as transgressive, such as cutting or injecting drugs, but this isn't the same as the definition that I work with in my practice. While society's definition of self-harm may well be relevant, generally I will focus on an individual's unique experience of self-harm and how a behaviour or range of behaviours is negatively impacting their ability to enjoy life in the way that they would like to. One of the ways that counselling can help is in exploring the unique ways in which you might self-harm, looking at all areas of your life and together asking questions about how your behaviours and choices are impacting you. Getting on the table these things and really looking at the ways in which you self-harm is a big step towards self-care, which brings me on to my second point. Why is it that people self-harm? And I think very broadly speaking it's quite simple. In one way or another, self-harm is a very human reaction to negative, painful feelings. I'll say that again. Self-harm is a very human reaction to negative, painful feelings. For example, for someone who cuts, the act might represent a physical scream where words cannot be found. Constant use of dating apps might be a response to loneliness and the real pain of desperately wanting a partner. When we self-harm in our own unique way, we're simply trying to make ourselves feel better, and on a deep level we're seeking contentedness. But clearly some behaviours, when repeated, have negative consequences for our well-being, even if in the short term they offer relief. I and other counsellors can help you explore what these feelings are and thus what your self-harm might be a response to. Being able to feel and express our deepest feelings with an empathic, connected companion can be an immensely healing experience. And examining the feelings that are underlying your self-harm can also put you in a better position to choose other, less harmful ways of coping. Working with a therapist can help you to develop self-compassion, which always underlies our ability to adequately self-care. If you're ready to connect with a therapist, you can find me and other qualified professionals on Counselling Directory, or you can find me at my website mikeswift.co.uk. Thanks for watching.